I'm an idiot. I have feelings. You can't make money.
So, what are you doing?
We're all in here for Casey's new quiz.
Are we doing that now? Okay, good. I didn't realize. Oh, the quiz. I want to do it, but I want to use my Sulu voice.
I'm looking at the questions now and already realizing it's just going to be really ugly.
All right. Let's call this the last quiz, or else we'll burn out the bit. All right? We did it for 3 days, and it's enough.
3 painful days.
See, but you know what? I got to tell you something. If you want to do it for a fourth day, there's a lot of questions that we haven't even covered.
Well,
I'd like to take one more shot at it, but we'll save it for like a...
All right. Well, then do a fourth one if you think you got something in you. Yesterday, I got this email, and we had to answer the following questions. Who is the smelliest on the show? Well, you know, it's funny. I almost voted for Fred because I don't know if Fred still has that coffee breath. Do you still drink coffee like you used to? Like a madman?
No, I drink coffee like crazy.
Yeah, when you get near Fred when he drinks coffee...
I smell like a Starbucks.
But it's not pleasant. It's mixed with Fred and coffee. So I almost, you know, but Gary's the obvious answer because he's got really bad breath, reeky breath if you get close to him. But then everyone's telling me Benji smells. I mean, Fred has told me over and over, and Artie said.
We went through a whole thing with Benji smelling.
There's a breath question, so I just went with smelly, and I voted for Benji because even though he doesn't smell often, he's the only person on the show I've ever smelled.
See, I went with you, Gary, because... You're the only one. I have never smelled Benji smelling bad. I've only smelled you smelling bad.
I've smelled Benji smelling bad like 3 or 4 times over the 4 years that he's been here.
So what was the result, Case?
Benji was the winner. He got 5 votes out of 8.
And what were the other 3?
Gary got 2.
Who voted for Gary beside me?
Me.
Wow.
And Rob smelled Benji.
And Robin's in a booth.
No, I don't smell Benji either. For the record, Benji made me smell him yesterday.
And who voted?
John got 1 vote.
From who?
Really?
From who?
Me.
Oh, from Benji.
Benji had a vote.
John, let me ask you a question. You came up to me yesterday after the show and you said, you have never smelled me. Is that true or not? No, yeah, I've heard that you smelled. So you based it on hearing that I smelled? Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you said Gary smells. See, Benji's right.
No, you're always complaining about Gary.
The next is worse breath. That's Gary.
Right, who has worse breath? I put Gary.
Yeah.
And I was thinking of Fred because of the coffee breath. I've caught a whiff of that once in a while, but I haven't gotten near Fred in a long time.
I think you people have all been brainwashed.
Sometimes you walk over to me over my shoulder and it stinks.
I've smelled the phone after Gary uses it. It's like you want to puke.
Right.
Because the only thing was when Gary was dieting, he wasn't eating. So his breath was for
All right, what's the result?
All right, Gary got 5 votes.
Oh, somebody else got votes?
Who was the worst breath out besides?
John got 2.
Oh.
Wow.
Who said I had bad breath?
Who said John had bad breath?
I said it.
I do too.
Really, Artie and Benji.
Artie, you never said anything to me.
I mean, you know, but that's the thing. It's not a lot. It might have been once, and I never smelled Gary's breath ever.
It's within this group. Casey throws the whole curve up. He's the best looking one here.
Right.
Yeah, he was safe on that one.
You guys are all sweet.
So everyone voted for Benji for worst body as well?
Yeah. What was the final score?
No, I voted for Artie.
You talking the ugliest or the worst body?
Worst body.
Worst body, 6 for Benji. 2 for Artie.
No kidding.
Who voted for Artie?
I voted for Artie because it's really...
And who else? Artie voted
I voted for Artie. I see myself naked.
The next question was, this is an easy one, worst verbal skills, except it was spelled worse verbal skills, so it has to be KC.
Correct.
Yeah.
But wait a minute.
You have horrible verbal skills.
I do. That's correct.
That's correct. I do.
Artie's got bad verbal skills sometimes when he misuses grammar. I have a bad use of grammar.
We're all bad.
No, you take the cake.
Yeah, but John stutters.
I voted for John.
That's not verbal. He just can't talk. That's like he can't get the words out.
Stuttering doesn't affect his grammar.
Well, I didn't say best grammar. I said verbal skills.
John is hard to understand. You're right. But so are you.
But you were the first to come to mind. Take the vote.
Give us the result. What's the result?
I'm not giving speeches nowhere, but...
Oh, boy.
Nowhere. Where's the...
Okay, I got 5. John got 3.
Okay. Who voted for John?
I did.
I voted for John.
Worst skin. I think everybody here has pretty good skin.
I voted for Benji on this one. You know why? Benji's blotchy. And like, look at him. He's got, like, pimples on his...
Like close-up of anywhere on my face.
Oh, my God. Take a close-up. Look at your cheeks.
Your skin is terrible.
Take a close-up on your face. Go ahead. Close-up on Benji. Hold it. Stop for a second.
To the left side of your nose.
Except where the cut is.
To the left side of your nose.
Stop it. Go close up on Benji.
And then do close up on Fred.
Okay, go close up on Fred.
Do close up on Fred.
All right, I'll A-B him. You definitely got... Look at the zits and the red.
I never saw his skin before. I'm taking back my vote.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Show me his zit, Howard.
Fred, I don't see anything.
Fred's got
moles.
Yeah.
You were going to go... If you were discounting Robin, then you have to go with KC now.
Let's change this to best white skin.
All right, who won best skin?
Best skin was... Robin got 3. John got 2. Howard got 2. And I got 1.
Who else voted for me?
I think I did.
Thank you, Fred.
Who else voted for me?
I voted for John.
See?
Best skin?
And my wife tells me I have the greatest skin.
You do not.
Your wife. Your wife's punch drunk.
She tells you your toenails are nice, too.
We're up to worst grooming.
Worst grooming. I said Benji.
Me too. That's easy.
Really? I said John.
John.
You know what? That was a close one. You're right.
But, John, you're looking at your clothes. That's not grooming. It's do you
nails.
shave?
You don't. Yeah, because you just told the story about his toenails at the pool.
That's a good point.
I cut them.
I still went with Benji.
I did, too, but maybe John deserved it.
Yeah, but Benji washed his hair in the bathroom sink.
True, too.
Yeah.
Who won, Benji?
Benji won by 1 vote. John was a close second.
I forgot to vote, too, on that one. Who'd you vote for, Artie?
John?
Yeah. Buddy.
Most annoying is next.
John.
I went for Benji.
Nah, John.
Oh, God.
Really?
With the Stickmeister General over?
Dude, grab a mirror.
Most annoying is you.
I was going to vote for me, but then I thought Benji might be a little bit more.
Benji's really not annoying. He kind of like, to me, for my vote, the guy just kind of hangs out. He doesn't ever, bother me. In the meetings, he's a little annoying.
This is the one I've been waiting for.
All right, least important to the show. Now, this was very difficult, and I didn't like writing this down.
I didn't either.
And there's a lot of people that, could have been written in for whatever reason, but I think everyone's important to the show. And Benji's proved his importance. He's written a lot of funny things. And
yeah, see, for me, I guess I see what Casey does more, so Casey didn't even come into the equation, and that left it between John and Benji, and I walked in here with Benji, but then I looked over at Benji, and I remember how much he does all day long.
Right.
And again, John, I'm not saying that, but here's the
Gary,
point.
there hasn't been a negative thing you haven't.
But here's the point. It's not
I don't care.
But it doesn't mean that you're not important to the show.
No, I like this. Let me say he's the least important. If we have to fire someone,
if I had to fire someone, it would be you, but it would be a tough call. And it's just, you're important to the show, just not as important as Howard and Robin.
Don't do mea culpa.
No, it's fine. I'm not shocked.
Who'd you vote for, Robin?
I voted for John. Because this is what I hear all the time.
Right.
Well, you can't always go by Gary.
Casey, who'd you vote for?
I voted for John. just because, as far as what goes into the show and stuff like that. I mean, he's great when he follows people around, he tells on people, which is great. It's good for the air and stuff like that. But
well, that's what the whole point of the show is. What's good for the air.
I find that John.
Jesus.
John, not as an insult.
There's other stuff that goes into it too, John.
On the air, I'm totally enthused to make the show. Anything I can find out, I'm in here with it. Because I don't care if I'm losing every friend here. I'm happy that the show is better for it. I'm happy about that. I don't care because what you think about there, because I'm not staying too full of tape for you. I'm happy with what's on the show in here. So I'm glad Howard didn't say I was leaked. And that's all that matters to me. I'm sorry.
So then,
it's Howard Stern.
Do me a big favor then, and don't take this person. Do me a big favor. Don't come to me anymore at 11 o'clock and say, "Can I help you with anything?"
I'll help you because
you obviously don't want to. You don't do
whatever you need.
You know what? I'm going to say this now. We were going to Vegas, right?
Right.
So John, we were all overworked. John came by, said, "Hey, can I do anything for you?" So I gave him something to do. But John doesn't stay. He takes it home. He makes phone calls from home, and then people call back here.
Right. No, Howard, I gave my personal number.
If you can't stay here to do the job, I don't need you. Our office runs so great. We have a great group of people. I mean, really the best that it's ever run. And it threw the whole office into disarray because everybody came to me to say, I wasn't the one who said that about you. And then in the back of my mind, I am wondering who said something about me, not for the content, but just I think I've been so good to the people that work for me. I'm trying to figure out who stabbed me in the back, but I won't hold a grudge. And everyone's secretly coming to me, this one didn't say it. And it's just like now it's all in disarray.
Everybody's suspicious of each other.
It was we had this great office, and now we're all looking behind each other's backs.
Wow. Had no idea.
And that's the work of John.
Does Casey have another poll so we can cause more?
Yeah, the poll started it, didn't it?
And the funny thing was, I tried to explain to John, I wasn't tempering it. I was saying, of the 8 people here, we could live without you the most. It doesn't mean that you're not talented. It just means we...
Sure it does.
But it doesn't.
a lot of people would love to see Stuttering. What is it, John? You want to add to this?
You know, believe me, I wasn't exactly happy about it again. I mean, I'm not the only one who threw out a bunch of, negative things. You said tons of negative things to me. I don't know how you just take it I'm the only one who said something negative.
Well, no, but because, again, I'm not going to start this again, although I guess I am. Your reaction to me talking about your work ethic seems to be talking about my work ethic, which one has nothing to do with the other. And I'm trying to figure out where else in the United States does you work for me.
Every negative, I think there was on that KC poll, whatever, every one you gave to me.
I thought you earned them. I mean,
from most annoying to pain in the ass.
Well, first of all, you won most annoying, 8 to
least
nothing.
Important. But I'm saying it was every one. There wasn't one fluctuation.
There was
not
one,
really.
But mostly, yeah. And I think that when I think of what you bring to me,
like the least. I mean, I didn't put you in on half of those. So it wasn't.
It's meaningless to me whether you like me or not. I know how I feel about you.
Yeah. All right. So what I'm saying is I didn't start the whole thing.
I didn't start it either. We had a poll, we were honest, and then you got all upset.
Well, I'm sorry for getting upset by you saying, bad things about me.
I didn't say bad things about you. I had a choice of 8 people to vote for, and I chose you in some categories.
Some every single negative one.
Not true.
Pain in the ass, annoying.
You are.
Least important, the least.
You are.
Yeah, see, it was like every one, guys. So, and there
that's how I feel about you.
All right, so then but don't be upset about me reacting to that. I mean,
I'm not upset about you reacting to it. I'm upset about you questioning how I work and what I do when you don't really do anything.